While a lot of sales dropped as coronavirus shut down our lives, stats soared for alcohol sales. Early on, they actually spiked by 55%. Carrie's in the newsroom. And Carrie, I know there's a downside to those numbers.
Rory, there really is. A message from a viewer gave us pause, reminding us there is a lot of pain. There are a lot of broken families tied to alcoholism. It is a cost of COVID that will shape our rebound. Beauty abounds on this stretch of wide open land tucked away in Murfreesboro, where the Stones River winds through. But the peace that Mother Nature boasts is elusive for most who arrive here.
Well, the truth is, when the global pandemic hit us, we were already in the midst of an addiction epidemic.
Dr. Brian Wind is the clinical director at Journey Pure, a rehabilitation center focusing on addiction and mental health disorders. Their services have never been more needed.
Prior to the pandemic, roughly 1 in 10 Americans reported symptoms of depression and anxiety on a day-to-day basis. In the pandemic, that number rose to almost 50%.
Wind says that has led to a predictable path, backed up by record alcohol sales in 2020.
I've never seen folks that tend to passively accept symptoms of depression, anxiety, and the like. So they move in the direction of self-medication.
The Tennessee Red Line, around since 1989, is often the first call for help as it provides referrals for addiction treatment. Look at these numbers. Comparing the months of August in 2018 and 2019, alcohol-related calls increased by 4.8%. But in August of 2020, when we were knee-deep in COVID-19, alcohol-related calls jumped by 32%. Journey Pure saw it too, with a 5% increase in calls and a 9% increase in admissions in 2020.
Considering we serve thousands of patients on an annual basis, that's a pretty big lift.
There are many forms of therapy here at Journey Pure, including caring for these animals. But just on the other side of this barn is the real world, which is opening back up. And for better or for worse, it's a good reminder that a lot of us are not coming back the way we left.
I think it's important to know that there are many people around us that are still going to be on edge. I think easy does it is probably the motto that we should abide by.
And Dr. Wind tells me making that call for help is truly the hardest part. And Rory, he knows. He himself has been sober now in recovery for 20 years, and he wants people to know there is help and there is always hope.
Yeah, he's a good example. But Carrie, I know the hardest part for so many people is taking that first step. So what's the best way to get help?
Yeah, the easiest way right now, call the Tennessee Red Line. Here's the number. It's 800-889-9789. And we have posted that number to our website. We also have a long list of other resources there to help everyone manage the stress of this pandemic.
We certainly hope people will reach out.
Yes.
Thanks.